Today on the Trent Out Loud podcast. All right, y'all. Wendy Williams has finally answered the question we have all been asking. How did she end up in this situation? And you're going to be shocked to find out it was all because of her son. Hey, yo, Drizzy Drake, I know you've had a tough week, my dude, and I know the pressure is on for this Friday, but you're starting to worry me. It looks like you're about to crash out on that Finsta page. What's up, bruh? I told you guys 2 weeks ago about NBC's Diddy documentary hitting different. It's hitting so different that of all the documentaries, Diddy is suing NBC for $100 million. I wonder why. What up? It's Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. All right, it's Thursday morning. Y'all know what that means. The weekend is one day away, and your boy is in a good mood. What up, Thursday? All right, I have a great show set up for you guys today. We have 3 lead stories. We're going to kick it off by talking about Wendy Williams blaming her son for the reason why she's in the guardianship program. Diddy is suing NBC for $100 million, and Drizzy Drake is crashing out on his Finsta page. In quick news, we're going to talk Cenat, Beyoncé, Anthony Edwards, DJ Mustard, Donald Trump, Amazon, Orlando Brown, 50 Cent, Vybz Kartel, Joe Budden, Elon Musk, the new iPhone, Dwight Howard, and Kanye West. As always, we're going to close out the show with social discussion, question of the day, and a little bit of sports news. Y'all know what time it is. Turn your TVs, your radio, or your devices up. I'm about to start this Thursday show. Let's go. Our first lead story. Wendy Williams says her son is a horrible person to her, says he's the reason she's in a conservatorship because he abused her bank account by withdrawing large sums of money without her permission. All right, so I don't know how most of you feel about this, or some of you knew. I am shocked. I had no idea. I have asked the question every time that we talked about Wendy and we deep dove and we did everything and we tried to uncover. I had no idea that it was because of her son. Now, TMZ has finally dropped the documentary. I'm going to play you some clips of it. I haven't watched the whole thing. I tried to watch as much as I can. I got some really good parts out of it for you guys. I'm going to read this to you, and then we're going to go to the clips right away, all right? So, in a new shocking documentary, Wendy Williams speaks from behind the glass of her room of her assisted living facility. In her relieving testimony, she claims that she is in abusive guardianship and being treated like a prisoner. Watch TMZ's presentation of Saving Wendy now for free on Tubi. All right, so let's jump to the first part that I feel, like I said, for me, the most revealing, and listen to what she says about her son. Take a listen.
Wells Fargo, your bank, said you were the victim of undue influence and financial exploitation with respect to your money. Who is the person that was doing this?
My son is a good person, but at this point, he is a horrible person to me.
So the thing that I love about that the most is that she's saying she's still a mom at the end of the day, which I thought was the most beautiful thing. And she's saying he's a horrible person to me, but still indirectly saying don't judge him as a person. He's just mean to me. So I love that she's still a mom. Now, I'm going to play another clip, but I just want to give some context of the guardianship program. And you're going to hear Wendy saying some positive things about the guardianship program, which I also never really put 2 and 2 together. So when Wendy was in her state of, we still don't know what it is, but let's say that she was in a state, right? They're saying it's dementia. She says it wasn't dementia. She said it was just her. Let's just not get into it, okay? She was in a state we don't know, okay? I'd rather not even get into that part. But her son, it looks like her son was taking advantage of the situation that his mother was in, not knowing everything that was going on. And it was actually the bank that highlighted the fact that, hey, there's somebody that's in your account, your son and other people. We're going to stop this. And what we're going to do is that we're going to trigger something so that you can maybe get into a guardianship program, because whatever state of mind you're in right now, you cannot control your money. And we're going to do this to help you. Now, I'm going to play the clip where she says that it's great that Wells Fargo did that for her. And that's another thing that I didn't know. I was always hearing reports that Wells Fargo was doing Wendy dirty. That's the things that I heard. I never really talked about it because I really wasn't too sure and I didn't want to report something that wasn't correct. But there was conflicting things where it was like, oh, it's Wells Fargo, the reason why Wendy's in this conservatorship. And you'll hear in Wendy's voice that it's not Wells Fargo. It's actually her son. And Wells Fargo did that to protect her. So what it seems like to me is Wendy got in the situation for her own good because she wasn't in a proper frame of mind. She just got unlucky and landed with what's her name again? Sabrina. I think it's Sabrina Morrissey. And this guardian who she got was not good. So it was just unlucky, but it was really the bank that, was helping Wendy. Anyways, I'll listen to this clip.
Somebody pretended to be me. It happens to be a person that I was introduced by my son. Listen, this woman called on the phone pretending to be me. Red flag, Wells Fargo, red flag, red flag. And so red flag, thank God, they stopped all of the money that had been stolen from me by these people.
All right, sorry, I forgot to set that part up for you. I forgot about that part. Not only was her son trying to take money from her, but he also had somebody call up Wells Fargo and impersonate her, pretending to try to be Wendy to take out even more money on her behalf. And that was the red flag that set up Wells Fargo to be like, listen, you are not in a place to handle your money. Your son is having people impersonate and taking out money. We're going to call a guardianship on you. So sorry, I forgot to set that part up, but that was the line that Wells Fargo was like, okay, this is too much. So now that we all find out that it was her son, and maybe some of you did know, I wanted to do some research and figure out how old her son was. Not trying to make any excuses, but I just want to know the time, like the mindset that he was in. So he was born in the year 2000, so it means he's 24, 25 years old, okay? Now, if this happened 2 or 3 years ago, let's say he was 21 or 22. We don't know the exact time when this happened because she's been in the guardianship, 2 years now, or I think 3 years. So let's just assume that he was 20 or 21 years old. Now, not making any excuses for him. All I'm just saying is this is a kid that grew up in privilege and his mom is in a state where she doesn't know everything that's going on. And I just think that we should maybe give him a little bit of grace of the fact that he made a horrible mistake, yes, but I just think that his age should play a factor. Let me know what you guys think of it, but it's not like he's 35 or 40 years old, a mature man. Your brain is not even fully developed yet at that age, and you make a lot of mistakes, So, and I think that's probably why, while Wendy is talking about this, I feel like she's maybe trying to give him some grace. And it's like, yo, he was horrible to me. You know what I mean? Like, I know I put my mom through a lot of stuff. And even at that age too, that's actually was like, 17, 18, where I started like getting in trouble and getting arrested and doing stupid things. So again, not making any excuses for him. And of course I wouldn't do that to my mom either, especially if she was in that kind of mental state. But at 20, 21 years old, you do some, stupid things sometimes. So, I don't know. I don't think I have anything else. Like I said, I didn't watch the whole thing yet. I'm going to watch it tonight. I'll let you guys know. But I've seen a couple of these clips circulating online. I wanted to share it with you. We have finally found out from Wendy Williams herself. It was her son that triggered Wells Fargo to call in the government, or I don't know who they called, to trigger, hey, her family or her son is doing this stuff with her money. You need to put her into this guardianship program. The government, I still feel, is the biggest one at fault because we did a deep dive into this government program, the guardianship. We went on the website and we told you guys everything all about it. It's there, for a tax-paying citizen, especially a multimillionaire like Wendy Williams, to protect you if you do end up in this space and they don't think that there's, proper proper support around you. They appoint somebody. They got to do a better job with this guardianship program and, have better people. So we do know that, Wendy is still fighting to get out this program. She does have her niece, Alex, who's around. We still don't know if she's allowed to go out and see her dad. There was reports that she was allowed, but then last interview she was with the Breakfast Club, she said she wasn't. We don't know about that, but it's still Free Wendy. It's still the same fight. Comment below, Free Wendy. The more we get it in the algorithm, the more we get it people talking. I think it's almost like weekly she goes on the Breakfast Club. So shout out to Charlemagne for, doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. Other content creators are. You guys at home, we gave you guys the number, the GoFundMe link to try to donate. It's still Free Wendy. We have to get her out of this conservatorship. Once she's out, we hope that there's people in her family like her niece Alex that will be able to take care of her. Or even better, we hope after this evaluation that her guardian is going to put her in, that she will be totally free and she doesn't have to worry about anybody else and she could be in control of her money. That's what I want for Wendy. All of these interviews, she's totally 100% coherent. She can manage herself. She's 6 years old. She's a big grown woman. Whatever she was going through 2 or 3 years ago, she's clearly not in that space anymore. Free Wendy. Check it out. It's on Tubi by TMZ. And just be prepared to see Wendy. I think it was hard for me even looking at the video. Like, she's being interviewed behind, from her window. Like, TMZ had to put the camera in the streets because they wouldn't allow TMZ to go inside. So it's hard to watch. The clips that I've seen where she's, she's breaking down and she's crying. I just feel like it's hard to see Wendy Williams like trapped in there like that. But at least we get to see her for the first time because all the Breakfast Club interviews was on the phone. So it's good to at least see her, but it's a little bit hard to watch. So check it out. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Free Wendy. Our second lead story. Diddy reportedly hit NBC with a $100 million defamation lawsuit over allegations made in their documentary, Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy. According to the suit obtained by Page Six, Diddy's attorney claims that the documentary alleges that the mogul had committed numerous crimes, including unaliving, the R word, and SA. The complaint highlights each of the allegations, including the insinuation that Diddy took part in the unaliving of Kim Porter. Combs' lawyer argued that the documentary accuses Diddy of unaliving the love of his life and the mother of his children, despite Porter's cause of her unaliving being officially reported as pneumonia. Other claims named in the suit are Al B. Shure's allegation that his health issues were linked to Diddy and more. Diddy's lawyer accuses NBC of grossly exploiting the trust of their audience and racing to outdo their competition for the most salacious Diddy expose, and also maliciously, recklessly spreading outrageous lies in the documentary. NBC has not commented on the suit at this time. Wow. As I told you guys a couple of weeks ago, this documentary hit different. Like, all the other documentaries, they kind of really like hit the same. This documentary really went in. I seen a lot of people talking about it. I haven't seen every part of it, but I've seen most of it. It's really, really good. And I know some of you might have some, what do they call it? Like Diddy exhaustion or Diddy fatigue, Diddy fatigue. But this is really good. And I just like to highlight, like, out of everything that's been going on, like everybody talking, all the content creators, all the documentaries, like, why would this be the one? Like, what is in it that makes Diddy want to sue them and bring the defamation against them and not everybody? I think there was one other place that they brought a defamation suit. I can't remember now. I tried to look it up, but I couldn't find it. But there's something about this. It's making me want to go back and watch it again. Like, maybe I'll do it over the weekend and to find out, like, what is in there? What are they uncovering that's hitting home so close to Diddy that's making him want to sue? Now, the other thing is he doing this just for money, or is he doing this to try to help clear his name? Now, the fact of him winning, or the point of him winning, or sorry, the opportunity of him winning are super scarce, because all you have to do is go in front of a judge and say, hey, we always said alleged. We always said that this, we always said that. So what is really the point of him suing? I don't really understand. And, it doesn't really make sense. Anyways, I'm going to go back and watch this. Let me know in the comment section below. Do any of you think like me that there's something in here that they're uncovering that Diddy doesn't like, something is weird. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have seen it, and you can help me point it out. Let me know in the comment section below. Our third lead story. Drake is only following Lucian Grage's son's wife on his Finsta account. All right, so this is Drake's fake Instagram page that we all know is him. And the only person he's following is Lucian's son's wife. Okay, and I'm going to put up the picture. You guys can see this here. Sorry, I don't know why I repeated myself because I already read that in the title. But I just, this is bothering me, man. I'm going to read you another thing. Drake's cryptic Finsta post sparked speculation after Serena Williams' Super Bowl cameo. Okay. Drake might not have said a word, but his actions are speaking volumes. After Serena Williams made a surprise cameo on Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show, the certified lover boy hit his Finsta account with some classic X behavior. The throwback image shows the rapper holding Serena's longtime agent, Jill Solmer, close, seemingly reminding the world of his past connection with the tennis legend. Coincidence? Please. We all know that Drake is the king of petty. He knew exactly what he was doing, reminding everybody, especially Serena, that he was once courtside with her. Like, okay. Let me read you one more thing, and I'll let you know why I don't like this. It's giving Kanye, but let me just... Joe Budden responds after Drake allegedly posted him on his spam account, his Finsta account. And Joe Budden said, yo, I'm not going back and forth with no corpse. Let me play what Drake put up, and then I'll read to you what Joe Budden said, and then I'll let you know why this is not sitting right with me. I'm not happy with this. Drizzy, we have to have a talk, bro. Anyways, listen to the video. Or actually, there's not even any words. Just here's the video. Okay, like I saw this, I think he put this like 2 days ago or 3 days ago. And for those of you who are not seeing it, it's Joe Budden getting out of a car. And it's really just showing that like Joe looks like he gained some weight. Like he looks like he's out of shape. His belly looks big. Like I don't know why that's such a diss. You know what I'm saying? Like big deal. But anyways, I guess that was supposed to be a shot. And for those of you who don't know, Drake and Joe have a history. I mean, Joe has like, I think like 8 diss tracks towards Drake, and they have this kind of like love-hate relationship-ish, okay? So then, and Drake doesn't always engage when Joe says something. Anyways, so Joe said this, he says, Drake, don't come at me now that you're ice cold. I'm not doing this back and forth with a corpse. You don't get to get shot at all year round and then pop up like Weekend at Bernie's wanting to shoot at me. No, N-word, go spin the block. He's talking, saying, yo, aim this at Kendrick, right? He said, there's 99 Edwards that done jumped on your A-word, and you out smoking hookah in turquoise boots, don't post me. So that's Joe basically saying, like, listen, I'm not engaging. Joe Budden wasn't here for Drake's alleged posting about him on his rumored spam account. Those posts, the post featured a video of Joe walking and, you know, just talking. Like I said, it's really nothing. And in response, Joe addressed the situation on his podcast, calling out Drake and saying, don't try to come and spin the block and don't come at me now. Okay, so there's everything to give you context. Now, I feel like Drake is doing this because his album was coming out on Friday. Okay, now stick with me here. For my daily listeners, y'all know what I told you about Kanye West's marketing rollout. What does Kanye do? He has an album, he has something to promote, he starts crashing out online. And that seems to work for Kanye. It really hasn't worked this much this week because we told you guys yesterday that he lost his ZZ.com Spotify page, his agent dropped him, etc. I feel like Drake is doing this as a marketing push, and I really don't like this at all. I have said repeatedly, especially for the past week, because we know that Kendrick won his Grammys, his 5 Grammys. We knew the Super Bowl was coming up. We knew we were going to be talking about this all week. And I said, Drake, you are a hit maker. Even Kendrick says, yo, Drake, we like the Drake with the melodies. Drake with the melodies is pop Drake, and you know who you are. You even said it yourself. I'm not just a rapper. I make every different kind of music. We know that's where your strength lies. Why are you acting like Kanye? We all know that Kanye is not where he was 10 years ago in music. You are still where you're at. Why are you crashing out on your fake account page? And for those of you who don't know, last year Drake created this page and he put out his 100 gigs. Okay, it was like 100 gigs of hard drive. It was old Drake, unreleased songs, new songs, and it was really like footage. And he made this website 100 gigs and he put this out. This is where this whole plot twist Finsta page came out on. So we know that you use this Finsta page to promote your work. So why are you using this page promoting Serena Williams' agent, Lucian Grage's, what is she? His daughter-in-law, and like going after Joe? Like, it's giving Kanye, minus the, saying things about, people's religions and backgrounds and stuff. Okay, you're not doing that, but get to the music, Drake. And please, you dropped the album artwork. That Toronto, the Mississauga buildings, they're talking about that on the Breakfast Club. A lot of people don't know what those buildings represent. People from Toronto, Canada, we know that's a landmark. That's where Party Next Door is from. For those of you who don't know, Mississauga. I used to live there. All right. That's working. Last week, Friday, you put out that little video of you with your hookah and the girls around or whatever. People were talking about that. You're in Australia every day. People are, you're picking up momentum. Like, don't waste your time with Serena's agent, Lucian's this, and Joe Button. Like, the way that you're going to get back in this game is through the music. That's what got you here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get sidetracked. I told you this last podcast. Don't Ja Rule yourself, where Ja Rule, after 50 was, what came at him, he came out and went dark and he started doing this hood rap. And it's like, yo, Ja, that's not who you are, bro. We're used to seeing you with J-Lo and Ashanti, right? So it's like, I really just hope that Drake is not doing that and he's not going down that rabbit hole. And I understand, like, we're not in Drake's position, right? We don't know the pressure that he seems that he's on, but I don't know. This scares me. I really feel like he needs to stick with the music. So y'all let me know what you think about this crashing out. Maybe I'm overreacting. I don't know. But this past week, I don't really like the response. If I was Drake, I wouldn't have said nothing. I wouldn't do nothing like that. I wouldn't come out with no hoodie on with holes and smoking, nothing. I wouldn't let you see me sweat. Never. I wouldn't even give Serena the benefit of doubt of posting anything about her. Like, yo, I'm in Australia. And another thing, I think it was a brilliant strategic move for Drake to be on tour in Australia while the Grammys and all the Super Bowls going on, because we see that people are still loving Drake. Yes, it's out in Australia, but it's sold out. He had to add more dates. Don't listen to what people are saying online, like, oh, he can't sell tickets. They added dates. You don't add dates when your tour is not selling out, all right? They added, I think, like 10 new spots. So, yo, Drake, you got to learn how to come off as unbothered, man. You're not watching what your ex-girlfriend is doing. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about Serena a little bit more later on in the show. I have that in social discussion, like, bro. Anyways, y'all let me know what you think in the comment section below. Is Drake crashing out? Is this, the beginning of the downhill for Drake? And do you agree with me that the only way for Drake to come back from this is through the music? It's the only way. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to quick news. Ring my bell. Our first quick story. Cenat says that Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance had no vibe in person. He said he was there and they were not messing around with his performance. Okay. Here is a little clip from Kai. Take a listen.
Kendrick Lamar came out. Word to my mother. If anybody was there, y'all knew it was. Y'all knew it. Crowd was making no noise. This is me being honest. I was there.
All right, so Kai is getting a lot of backlash for this, and everybody is still a little bit like sensitive around this issue. So people are like, yo, Kai, why are you saying this? And I agree. Like, I don't think that this is the time to talk about this. We've moved on from that. And now we're talking about like the messaging and the meaning. So like, who cares if Fox put in the music or not, or the crowd or not? And who cares if the crowd was into it? So I don't think you should get backlash, but I do agree. Like, we have a way bigger conversation to have. And for those of you who follow me every day, you know that we've been having this conversation. And yesterday we got deep, and I saw all the comments. So thank you so much. Great comments, great conversation that we're having. And we told you about this Fox, filling in this crowd noise on Monday's show. So I think that Kai is a little bit late for this. And actually, I have another clip where he's going to show like how shocked he was with Fox. Take a listen to this.
If I got the queen out the room, you would not get the pick. Okay. Oh my God. They add sound effects to the NFL shit. Oh my fucking God. All right. So right here, there was no sound. I just heard crowd sounds. All my life right here, there was no sounds. They add crowd effects? I did not know that.
When I talked about it on Monday, more what I was saying is this is something that's live. Like, how did they know to fill in the crowd noise? Like, that's what I was more like, yo, and I made a joke and I was like, yo, we thought the refs are going to have Kansas City's back, where it's Fox knew that they were having or trying to have Kendrick's back. But anyways, neither here nor there. I don't think Kendrick's point was to rock the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't think it's that much of a big deal. And I think that's why maybe Kai is getting a little bit of backlash for this, but that was never my thing. I do think that like what a lot of people say is that we do think that his set list could have been a little bit more, a little bit more hits. We played you yesterday of why some people are thinking that there was as many hits, but I think we can all agree now that we're a few days into it that we understand what Kendrick was trying to do. We understand the message, and he decided to forego the crowd participation, the crowd getting up and yelling, because he wanted to pass on a message. So I just think that Kai's timing is off, and that's probably why he's getting this backlash. But let me know what you guys think. And like I said, I think the bigger question is that, like, how did Fox know to put the crowd sound in? Like, why were they preparing for this? Like, that's what I really want to know. Like, did they know that his performance wasn't going to be the dancing and bopping? So they wanted to, like, I think more what I'm asking is, why put that in? Why not have just left it like that? Like, why put the crowd in? And then maybe, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe that's like, maybe it did a disservice. Like, maybe his point was, I don't want the crowd participation. I want to come out here and I actually want to stun you guys. So maybe if they didn't put that crowd participation and you just saw it, we would have not been wanting to do that, because we heard the crowd making all this noise, but that performance didn't warrant that. Does that make sense? Anyways, whatever. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Our second quick story. How much are Beyoncé tickets? Fans are fuming over Ticketmaster prices for Cowboy Carter. All right, this was literally flooding my timeline yesterday, so I had to look into this. It says, ready to see Beyoncé? Of course you are, but your wallet might not be. The average price for Beyoncé Cowboy Carter tour tickets are $70 to $400. However, the fees associated with these prices can make people pause before entering their credit card information. VIP packages through Ticketmaster range from $732 to $2,958. Options like Real Life Bougie package offer lower prices, while the exclusive Buckin Honey Pit and Sweet Honey Pit experience command premium prices. I don't even know what that is. Anyways, here's some people on Twitter that said, the way Ticketmaster monopolizes everything, and Beyoncé tickets have jumped from $400 to $800 to $900 for one ticket in 2 years for pre-sale. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys this. This is pre-sale tickets. The actual real tickets are going on sale. I think it's Friday on Valentine's Day. So this is just the start of it. I have a little clip from my boy Isaiah, content creator from LA. He's the first one who I saw. Take a listen. It's actually hilarious.
Beyonce, Yeehaw, Giselle Knowles Carter, and Ticketmaster, count your days. It's about to go from Yeehaw to Yee-Naw, because what the hell are these ticket prices? Hell no. Maybe you shouldn't have won that Grammy for Album of the Year, baby, because these tickets are ridiculous. Are you serious?
He wrote and said, I seen them ticket prices and I went from hee-haw, yee-haw to yee-nah real fast. I threw two hands up to heaven and I said, let me give it to the Lord because if I get to go, this will be a miracle. So that's actually now where Beyonce is starting to maybe get a little bit of backlash for this, and also Ticketmaster. They're both getting dragged. So let me know, have any of you tried to get ticket prices? I haven't bought tickets for a concert in a long time. Perks of being in the music industry. But like from what I'm hearing, it's that the tickets are expensive, but also it's Ticketmaster. But I don't really understand, like, how could Ticketmaster get away with adding almost double of the ticket? Like, what the hell is up, man? Anyways, let me know if you guys are trying to get out to Beyonce tickets, or and what I really want to know is the backlash real? Are you guys turned off? Are you going to like boycott this? Is she not going to sell out tickets? Or do you think it doesn't matter? Whatever Beyonce does, it will sell out and people will pay the money. Let me know. Our third quick story. Alleged text messages of Aisha Howard telling Anthony Edwards she's pregnant has been revealed. He is telling her that he will not be in the child's life and doesn't want it. Basically saying to get rid of it. The paternity dispute between NBA star Anthony Edwards and his ex, Aisha Howard, is heating up once again. Months after Edwards filed for paternity test regarding Howard's daughter, she has released alleged text messages relieving tense exchanges over child support and fatherhood. In text messages dating back February of last year, Howard informed Edwards of her pregnancy, expressing that she had hopes to share the news in person. His alleged response, get rid of it. Howard refused, insisting that doing that was not an option for her, and stated that she didn't need any hush money. She gave Edwards two choices: stay up to date on the pregnancy or step away until the child is born. By March, the conversation grew into a more heated exchange. When Howard asked if he hated her, Howard replied, yes, accusing her of bringing a child into the world without a father. She maintained a calm stance, saying that his involvement was his decision. Edward's response was, I didn't want to be in the child's life, and you knew that. You are sick. The alleged messages, first reported by In Touch Magazine Weekly, have yet to be addressed by either party. Given the drama so far, it's safe to say that this saga isn't over yet. Gosh, I remember reporting this a while back. I really don't like to get into relationship stuff, but this is an easy answer. And I really like Anthony Edwards on the court. I don't know him off the court. He's one of my favorite players, and I feel like he could potentially be the future of the NBA, the future face of the NBA. But bro, you took a paternity test. The child is yours. That's it. It's done. Like, you need to man up. And I know you're young. What is he, 24, 25? I don't even want to Google. You're in the NBA, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're a multimillionaire. You're an adult. You got yourself into this. And I had your back all the way up until the paternity test, because you never know. But you have a paternity test. You cannot get out of this anymore. Like, I see people in comment section on some of these blog sites, like, it's her fault. Like, why would she, do that to herself or whatever? I totally disagree. They were both in a consenting, I don't know if it was a relationship or whatever, but like, however the baby got made, whether it was a relationship or a one night thing or whatever, the point is that they're both adults. They got into something. And if her belief is to keep the child, then you cannot do those kind of things and then be like, well, I want to have nothing to do with it. You cannot do that. I totally disagree. Especially somebody who's a multimillionaire in the NBA. So if you're a garbage man and you don't make money, I don't even care if you're on friggin' welfare, okay? You need to do whatever you can to be a man and to be in that child's life. It's even worse when you're an NBA superstar with a multi-million-dollar contract. You have no excuse not to be in your child's life. And to be fair, you have a right to give your opinion, not how you did it over text message. Like, man up, take a flight, sit down and talk with her and say, hey, I have other children or I'm in other relationships. I didn't mean for this to happen or whatever. My choice, if you're asking me, I prefer you not to have the child. But if you do, I will be here. That's how you handle it. Man up, Anthony. Man up. Our fourth quick story. DJ Mustard's advice for Drake after the feud with Kendrick Lamar. All right. You ever listen to a Kendrick song and hear Mustard on the beat? DJ Mustard. This is who DJ Mustard is. All right. Did I do that well? I'm not a rapper. Give me some grace. Anyways, Mustard was on Big Boy's radio show. I think this was like yesterday. And of course, everyone's still talking about this. And he asked me, it's like, yo, what's your advice to Drake? And the reason why I wanted to put it in here is Mustard it was the producer for Not Like Us. Okay. And he is all team Kendrick. But I don't know if he realized, but he gave Drake the best advice. It's the same advice I've been giving Drake all week. Take a listen.
And with everything through the battle, with the 5 Grammy nominations, and as you said, man, sweep, we saw that.
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I know you can't speak for him. What the hell does Drake do after all this?
The tactics, the things that you do just to get attention. You don't need to do that. Just make music, man, and make good music and you'll be fine.
You don't need the tactics. Just be fine. You know what I'm saying? Like I always do when I talk about Kendrick and Drake. And like I reminded you guys yesterday, this is all fun for me. It's hip hop. This is what we do, right? It's battle. You pick a side or whatever. It's not that serious. But I've always given Kendrick so much props for his strategy and also the fact that he's not on Instagram, he's not doing interviews, he doesn't talk about Drake. Even last week when we played the Apple interview before the halftime show, I played you guys a clip and I was like, this man sat down for an interview and he didn't even mention Drake's name once. You know what I'm saying? He talked about hip hop. He talked about what he loves about hip hop, the fact that hip hop is representing at the Super Bowl and hip hop is representing at the Grammy Awards. And I'm not saying that Drake needs to be that way. Like I said yesterday, Kendrick speaks to one demographic, Drake speaks to another demographic. They could both coexist. And I'm not saying that Drake shouldn't be on Instagram because that's who Drake is. And I drag him all the time when he's up and doing his outfit pictures with his duck lips that I can't stand. And I drag him for those things all the time. And that's who Drake is. What I'm nervous about is this past week, I feel like he's doing it too much and getting away from the music. Take Mustard's advice, bro. You don't need the tactics. You just get to the music and you will be fine. And this is Kendrick's boy telling you this. You know what I'm saying? So trust me, Mustard! Our fifth quick story. Trump's meme coin plummets. Investors lose $2 billion while Trump organization gains $100 million. I really don't understand crypto and all these meme coins. Every time somebody releases a meme coin, it makes billions of dollars and then loses billions of dollars. Like, why? I don't understand. Anyways, Donald Trump's meme coin, Trump, has left more than 113,000 cryptocurrency wallets, with a combination of $2 billion in losses, while the Trump organization and its partners have profited $100 million in trading fees. Launched January the 17th, the token initially surged to $75 per share before crashing to around $16 a share, wiping out most of its value. Despite a disclaimer warning buyers to view the Trump meme coin as a form to support rather than to invest, many traders set that aside and bet big. One investor turned 18 cents per share purchase into a $109 million payday, but most were not that lucky. On average, investors lost $20 for every dollar they invested. What? I don't get it, man. I tell you guys every day, I don't understand cryptocurrency. The meme coin's rapid decline has sparked concerns about ethics and conflicts of interest, with experts warning that governments and corporations could use it to influence Trump's administration. Customer advocacy groups have filed complaints urging the federal government investigation into Trump's promotion of Bitcoin on X. Every time I read you guys something about Bitcoin, it's the same thing. Where's the regulation? Man? You think Trump is going to regulate something that he just made $100 million off of? Are you guys crazy or what, man? Anyways, y'all sound off below, man. I do not talk about cryptocurrency because I don't know about it. Sound off below. Please, somebody explain this to me. Why do you invest in things? Well, I think I have the answer because one guy made $109 million off of it. So I think it's when you get in there on the right time and then you get out. I know it's like the stock market, but the thing I don't get is that there ends up being so many losers in the stock market. Trust me, I'm invested in the stock market a lot, and you don't see these huge sways and these huge losses. So maybe it's people's just appetite for risk, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, let's move on. Our sixth quick story. Actress Mandy Moore calls out Amazon for delivering a package to her in-laws' destroyed home after the LA wildfires. She says, do better. All right, I'm going to put a picture up so you guys can see. This is absolutely ridiculous. For those who cannot see the picture if you're on podcast platforms, there's just a complete disaster and then a perfect Amazon box on the corner. Like, who could have actually done this? Mandy said, do better, Amazon. Can we not have better discretion than to leave a package at a residence that no longer exists? This was my mother and father-in-law's home. Shaking my head. This is really bad, man. Mandy Moore has slammed Amazon for allegedly delivering a package to her in-laws' home, which was destroyed in the Los Angeles wildfires. February 11th, Mandy Moore posted the images on her Instagram stories, and she said, do better. Amazon responded to Moore's post, apologizing for the mistake and emphasizing that their team has made instructions to exercise discretion in areas impacted by the wildfires. And Amazon said, this clearly didn't happen here, and we apologize. Mandy's post also comes after she faced criticism for sharing a GoFundMe page for her brother-in-law's family when they lost their home in the fires. And what she said to the backlash was, nobody was forcing you to do anything. I think they were giving her that backlash because she's like, yo, you're rich. Why would you put up a GoFundMe? And I get that. When I was talking yesterday, sorry, this is another subject, but like rich people posting up GoFundMe things, I'll never understand. Like, I understand Wendy Williams posting up because she doesn't have access to her money, so she needs help. But like, we told you guys the story yesterday about Luigi. Your family is worth $100 million. Why would I be donating to your GoFundMe page? You know what I'm saying? And like, Mandy Moore, you're a multi-millionaire and you're like, oh, can you post up and give $2 to my brother-in-law? Yo, why don't you sell some of your stuff or take out a loan or do something and help your brother-in-law? Anyways, I understand that. Anyways, getting back on topic. Sorry for that. Amazon, horrible for sure. But when things like this happen, and maybe because, you know, I used to own a company, like if Amazon is saying that they have made a policy for their drivers to say, listen, guys, if you're delivering in an area, whenever you see that the area has been devastated and it's not there anymore, don't put the package down. Like, should we blame Amazon for that? Or is that really just the driver, like, making a mistake? You know what I mean? Like, I think we should more direct that to the driver. And I understand why you direct it to the company. I get it. But if the company didn't have that policy, I would. But the fact that I know they have a policy and the driver is not listening to it, is that the company's fault or the driver's fault? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Our seventh quick story. I'm laughing before I even read this because it's ridiculous. Orlando Bloom claims that he tried to bail Diddy out of jail. This is Orlando Brown. Did I say Bloom before? Did I say Orlando Bloom? Anyways, Orlando Brown. I often do that. Sorry. It's my dyslexia kicking in. Orlando Brown is in the mix again, saying he tried to bail Diddy out of jail. Did it really happen, or is he just talking? Here's a clip.
Puff.
Well, yeah.
You went and visited him in jail.
I went to try and pay his bill.
Really?
Yeah.
And how did that work out?
They told me to leave the lobby.
Really?
Guys, Orlando is a comedian. He's trying to do this to get on podcasts and, you know, make some money. Like, you got to stop posting this and thinking that it's serious. If anything, Diddy is not short on money. Well, maybe he is a little bit, but Orlando Brown doesn't have any money that he can help Diddy. The reason why Diddy is in jail is because he doesn't have bail. So how could you actually be going there saying I would like to post bail? It's not a money problem. It's the court's not giving him bail. So anyways, just some people sent this to me like, oh, is this real? Like, it's not real. It's fully cap. You shouldn't even say it's cap. It's satire. There's a thing called like, what do you even call it? I'm going to try to make up a word. Like on the internet now, it's like realistic comedy. It's a skit. It's a skit where he's acting like he's serious and he's, you know what? It's trolling. Sorry. People have already made up the name. It's trolling. Sorry for the brain lapse. He's trolling y'all. Our 8th quick story. I can't believe it took me so long to get to trolling. What's wrong with me today? Anyways, our 8th quick story. 50 Cent seemingly calls Lil Meech and Big Meech broke. Says that they are wearing other rappers' chains. He said, I helped your family make over $5 million. It's not my fault. It's all gone. You're wearing the baby's jewelry. All right. 50 Cent. Anyways, I'm not even going to read this. Like, it's just crazy. We all know that they've been going back and forth all week. And, 50 Cent is just doing 50 Cent things. Big Meech jumped out the window, did this whole thing with Rick Ross, and Lil Meech jumped into it, trying to mend the argument between him and his father. And 50 Cent is just making it known to all of us, it's over for Big Meech and Lil Meech. BMF, it's over, it's done with. And by the way, Rick Ross, don't try to make a movie because I own the rights to their life. Imagine beefing with somebody that owns the rights, the book rights, the TV rights, the film rights to your entire life. Like, you already lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, 50's next level, y'all. Shout to 50. Our 9th quick story. All right, Vybz Kartel was asked who he's picking between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. And this is what he said. Take a listen.
Kendrick Lamar or Drake?
Man, you just went all the way down.
Drake?
I see you say Drake before.
Yeah, I used to
on the
get
internet.
Jamaica too, man.
Yeah, you said every block you go through, you can hear a Drake record.
All right, hold up. Let me stop this for a second. I'm going to play. I wanted to throw this in here. This is the second clip I didn't set up properly today. Yesterday, when I told you guys about Drake and why I'm a Drake fan, a lot of you people in the comment section were like, yo, you're Canadian. And yesterday I was like, you guys think I like Drake because I'm Canadian? Yes, that is one thing, but it's really more the Jamaican in me, that his music speaks to me more because it has a lot of Jamaican influence. And this is exactly what Vybz is going to tell you. It just so happens that he's on Drink Champs and it literally came up on my timeline. I didn't go looking for it, but all Jamaicans love Drake. Like if Drake I don't know if it's been a while, but when or if the next time Drake comes to Jamaica, he will literally shut down the country. Like Jamaicans love Drake. Plus, he's done a lot for PopCon, which Vybz is going to tell you right now. But anyway, so I just wanted to highlight this of like, not getting into the whole Draken thing again, but it's not just a Canadian thing. It's more than anything. First of all, I consider myself Jamaican first. Both of my parents were born in Jamaica and my whole family is Jamaican. Like we grew up a very, very Jamaican household, Jamaican food all the time. Like people ask me, I say I'm Jamaican and then I say I'm Canadian. Yeah. Just go to Vybz, but heavy influence. Jamaica and Drake are like this. Anyways, listen to Vybz. And for those of you who don't know who Vybz Kartel is, Vybz, there's like Bob Marley, Buju, Beanie Man, and Vybz Kartel. Vybz and Beanie take the title, or they are fighting for the title right now, actually, of the King of Dancehall. So there's, you know what? There's Buju and Beanie. No, sorry. Bob Marley and Buju. Like Buju is supposed to be, because Buju's kind of got himself out of dancehall and he's a little bit more conscious. Like Till Shiloh is a little bit more conscious. So Buju is supposed to be like the reincarnation of Bob Marley. Not reincarnation. I'm not explaining this right. Just like the second coming of Bob, or the newer generation of Bob. Okay. Exactly. Like Bob is my parents' generation. Buju is more like, anyways, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, and then Beanie and Vybz are, the newer. I'm talking too much. Let's just play the video.
He's like the hip hop Michael Jackson.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, Drizzy. Plus, he did a lot for popcorn, and he reps the culture.
Right.
He reps Jamaica culture.
Yeah.
To the point where people started calling him culture vulture.
Right.
But like, we don't feel that way.
Not in Jamaica.
No, not in Jamaica, bro.
Influence as well. Like,
Yeah, because Jamaicans are all over the East Coast.
Shout out to Vybz. Shout out to J.A. I talk too much sometimes, I know. Our 10th quick story. All right, somebody tweeted this out and said, I'm just going to ask this question again because I didn't get a definitive answer the first time. Why is Elon Musk doing press briefings in the White House from the Oval Office? All right, Elon Musk is really up in there like he owns the place, and Trump is just letting him do it. All right, I didn't want to focus too much on the situation that they're talking about. Let's talk beyond that. I want to know what you guys think about Elon Musk doing press conferences in the Oval Office, like the most prestigious office in the world almost. Donald Trump is sitting down at the Resolute desk while Elon Musk is talking like he's the president of the United States. Wow. Like I said, because I know I have both Republican and Democrat listeners, I don't want to let you guys even think about the issue that they're talking about. What do you think about him, Elon Musk, not an elected official, not the VP, like nobody. He's a government employee. And like I said, take your feelings out of it. What do you think about Elon Musk doing an interview from the Oval Office? I'll let you guys know what I think tomorrow, but what do you guys think? Our 11th quick story. All right, I'm excited for this. Leaked images claim to reveal the design of the upcoming iPhone 17 Air. The new camera bar design has been rumored to be on at least the iPhone Air 17. Sorry, what the iPhone 17 Air? What is that even? I didn't even know iPhone had an Air. Really? Anyways, and perhaps even the entire iPhone 17 line. Y'all know I love my iPhones. And the one thing that I have been complaining about with iPhone is they haven't changed this camera design in, my gosh, it's been what? At least 5 or 6 or 7 years. Now, this is a little bit of me and my flaunting ways, is that, like, when I got a new phone, like, I want to know that I'm on the new phone. Like, and I want you to know that I'm on the new phone. So it's like, why do I need to buy the new, like, let's say if I'm on a 14, why do I got to buy the 16 if it's the same camera? But now when the new 17 comes out and I have my, the new, well, if this is true, and there's a new bar, I'll be up here on my phone and you know that I got the new ish. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little bit of a floss. I think that's why iPhone sales have gone down, right? Like, you want to feel new, you want to feel fresh, and some of you might not want to admit it, but sometimes you want to floss sometimes, you know what I mean? And be like, yo, I got the new ish, you know, like, oh, I got the new J's, so you know I got the new Jordans on, or I got the new, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I miss those days. Again, it's all in fun. It's really not that serious because I'm not that much of a, am I a flossy person? I don't know. Anyways, I digress. But yeah, I'm very, very excited. I want to feel like my iPhone is new and I want to feel like it's different. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you excited for a new look and feel for your iPhone, or are you just okay with the iPhone staying how it is? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Our 12th quick story. All right. Another thing to get excited about. The official trailer for Raising Kanan 4 is here. Let's go, man. Like, I need a new streaming series, a black urban something streaming series, man. It's been like dry out here since, what was the last one? 50's last one. Is it Ghost? Anyways, this season of Raising Kanan is going to leave us on the edge of our seat every episode. Sound off below and let me know if y'all excited. All right. A lot of people are excited of this. Some people are not, because Raising Kanan, is it Kanan? Yeah, Kanan isn't their most exciting franchise. No, the most exciting chapter in the franchise. What's wrong with me today? Yeah, it's not the most exciting chapter because it's not really shouldn't be a chapter. It's a show within a franchise. So yeah, anyways, it's not the most popular show amongst the franchise. All right, chapter they call them. Anyways, when we get to the point here, geez, I'm getting chatty today here. Oh, I forgot. It's Thursday. That's why. I didn't even realize. Y'all know I'm extra chatty on Thursday. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, people are asking, are we finally gonna see Kanan meet Tommy and I had it here. Tommy and what is wrong with me? Tommy and Ghost. What is wrong with me today? Yeah, are we gonna finally see when Kanan meets Tommy and Ghost? 50, what is up? Like, I know that 50 likes to drag things on and have different chapters or whatever, but it's not my favorite chapter. I'm a big fan of what's my favorite? I think I like Ghost. I think Ghost is probably my favorite. Yeah, Ghost is my favorite. BMF was my least favorite. And I'm just really disappointed. BMF I thought was going to be so much better. But anyways, I'm actually the biggest fan of the first one, but I think we all are. Anyways, let me know if you guys are excited for this. And let me know if you guys think that he's finally going to meet Tom and Ghost. I think 50 wants to drag it on so that could even be like another chapter. And this one could be really raising Kanan. And that's why I think he named it Raising Kanan. And it's really just about Kanan being raised, and it will be another chapter will be like when they meet. 50 in his marketing and his masterminding, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think they're gonna meet. Let me know what you guys think. Our 12th quick story. All right, I went from exciting to literally disgusted. Amy and Dwight Howard share the same toothbrush. This is just horrible, man. In a recent clip, Amy reveals that her and her hubby, Dwight Howard, use the same toothbrush. Nah, this is just nasty, man. Would you all share your toothbrush with your partner? I don't even have to answer that. Here's a clip. Take a listen. And please don't tell me that it's okay because she rinsed it off. And it's not even like she like used her hand and scrubbed it off. She just like poured some water on it and then put toothpaste and used it. That is just nasty. And I told you guys last week, like, I don't really have a lot of, like when I'm in love and my girl, like, yo, I'm good. I'm down with anything. I don't do feet and I do not do toothbrushes. I mean, that shouldn't even be a thing that we even talk about, should it? Like, are we sharing toothbrushes? Like I said, when I love my girl, I love everything about her. Nothing about me, nothing about her disgusts me. That should be you, right? Like, you guys are one that is your girl. Fine. Bruh. I would not even love to share a towel. Just like when it comes to hygiene, like, but I'll share a towel, like, what I'm saying, for at the beach or do something or whatever. But a toothbrush? That's just gross, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Our 14th quick story. Longtime Kanye West fan page announces coverage changing after recent X rants. I keep telling you guys all week, man, what in the world is Kanye doing? Like, I don't understand. But here's another person leaving him. I know you guys might not think it's a big deal. That's a fan page, but he's losing support everywhere. A longtime fan page of Kanye announced that they are changing their coverage after Ye's recent rants. Now, Yeezy MAFIA. I don't know if would that word suppress the video. Anyways, let me just be careful. Anyways, that's the name of the page. They said they're an independent platform, and they are not owned or operated by Kanye. Like many, we were surprised by the recent developments and are still assessing the situation internally. Really, what is there to assess? We do not condone Yeezy. Sorry, we have covered Yeezy for the past 10 years. While we have worked with Ye and Yeezy in the past directly, we do not endorse his recent comments or actions. Moving forward, we are expanding our coverage to a broader cultural space. Thank you for your support over the years. Love. Kanye, I don't know what you up to, bro, or what you're doing, but it's not looking good. And once again, Drake, please don't go down this route. This tripping out, crazy out. Like, please. Our 15th quick story. Trump considers pardoning Pras Michel ahead of his possible 22-year sentence. Pras Michel, a former member of the Fugees. Is he a former member or is he still a member? Well, I guess maybe they've broken up. Anyways, member of the Fugees, is seeking a pardon from Donald Trump as he is facing 22 years in prison for federal conspiracy and corruption charges. His clemency request is reportedly being handled by attorney Adam Kazak, who is known for representing and being an ally of Donald Trump. Take note of that. Pras, convicted in 2023 for his role in 1MDB scandal, is appealing his case, citing his attorney's misuse of AI in closing arguments. Trump pardoning another person. Lot of pardons. Lot of, Mayor Eric Adams, I need you to do something for me. I told you guys yesterday. You can watch yesterday's podcast. Mayor Eric Adams, I don't care if your case is strong or not. I need you to, handle immigration for me in New York. Boom, drop the charges. Pras, hey, you're using my attorney. Maybe there's something you could do for me. He might give him clemency. I keep telling you guys that I've heard whispers of Diddy reaching out to Trump for pardons because he's helping a lot of people. Maybe y'all might start believing me now. All right, so this brings us to social discussion of the day. All right, so by now, most of you have heard or have seen Serena Williams at Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show. And a lot of people are still talking about, should she have been there or should she have not? Not so much about the dancing, but more about her there to get back at Drake. Now, her husband, her present husband, and also I think the person who's gotten the most backlash is Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith says, I wouldn't want my wife going out there and, trying to throw dirt on her ex's name, her ex Drake, right? So Serena Williams' husband obviously heard about this, and he came out and said, some of y'all have no idea how criticized Serena was for the same dance at Wimbledon 13 years ago, and it shows. This is bigger than music. So he now is bringing it back to the dance part of it, okay? So I wanted to bring this to social discussion because I feel like we need to put a bow on things, and this is where I'm bringing things to be like, let's have this conversation and done it, okay? So my take on this is, and I won't even lie, I got this from The Breakfast Club. I don't know if it was Envy or Charlemagne that said this. Now, we all said, well, not we all, I said, I don't mind the dancing. I said that is really dope. That is her culture. That's LA culture. I used to live in LA. My cousins own nightclubs in LA. That is LA culture, and she is repping her culture. She got backlash because of her sister. We won't get into that. I've already explained that. I have no problem with that. But like what Charlemagne and or DJ Envy said is, okay, if you want to come out and represent because you and Kendrick are both from Compton and you guys want to do the sea walking, why not come out on another song? And I didn't even think about that. Why come out during Not Like Us? So her husband saying it's about the dancing, okay, but why during that song? You must have known that it was going to be like a ha-ha to Drake, right? So it's like, yes, we get the dancing. Yes, we get the Compton. Come out to the 9 other songs that have nothing to do with Drake. So that's how we know that it is really for her to do, stick her nose up at Drake. Now, my question is, how would you feel if your present partner wants to do something to get back at their ex? Is it just harmless? Is it like, okay, they don't like their ex and they want to do whatever it is they want to get back? I mean, I'm sure a bunch of us would wish to get back at their ex on the Super Bowl stage. Obviously, most of us can't do that. But however it is that you get back as the partner, do you feel like, they want to get back at their ex because they're still in love? Or do they want to get back at their ex just because they made them so mad and they have an opportunity to get back? I ask you guys that. For me, my opinion and my answer to this is, I'm not saying that means that you're in love, because that's Stephen A. Smith's whole point. It's like, what, you still have feelings for the dude? And no, it could just be that the person hurt me in such a way that I'm never going to forget it. And I want to do this thing to either hurt them back or get back at them or embarrass them or whatever. And just because I'm with you and in love with you doesn't mean that I forgot that. So I understand the get back, My whole thing on why I wouldn't want you to do it, and if I was Serena's husband, I wouldn't want her to do it either. I mean, hey, it's her life. She can do whatever she wants, but I would assume that you would have a conversation with your partner. And what I would say is, it's not so much what you want, it's about what he is going to think. That's what would bother me, and that's why I wouldn't want her to do it. He is going to think that she still has that feeling for me, or she is still so affected by me. And I would want to encourage my partner to be like, you can't control how you feel. So if you still feel hurt and you still feel anger, fine. And it doesn't mean that you love him, but you can control him. You can control him knowing how you're feeling. You understand? And that's why I wouldn't want my partner to try to get back at somebody, even if it's on a smaller scale. Like, don't let him know that you have that feeling. Don't let him that you know you have that emotion. You see him on the street, walk right by him like you don't even know him. Like, that's the best way to get back at somebody. If I see somebody who I don't like, I'm not mean mugging. I'm not doing whatever. I don't even see you. I'm on such another level that I don't even see you down there. Like, who are you to me? You know, does that make sense to you guys? I hope it makes sense. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section below. How would you feel about your significant other doing something to get back or embarrass or show or whatever their significant other? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to my favorite segment of the day, question of the day. What is a major red flag that gets ignored way too often? All right, Chef DD says no accountability. For real. Does that get what's the question again? Sorry. Y'all know it's Thursday, right? We have fun on Thursdays. What is a major red flag that gets ignored? When somebody doesn't take accountability, do you think that a lot of people will ignore that? I see what the person is saying, because sometimes you're like, oh, you're not taking accountability for it. And the whole point of the red flag is, run from that. I get what the person is saying. I agree. We do overlook it. It's like, you argue with it, like, oh, take accountability, but you're not going to leave somebody for taking accountability. And that's what this person is saying. All right. People who refuse to go to therapy. All right. I am the biggest mental health advocate. And listen to my take on this. I am an avid person that actively goes to therapy and a mental health advocate. However, as much as I preach that I feel like everybody should go, I don't think that it's a red flag that somebody doesn't go, because some people have the ability to be able to work out things without talk therapy or without medication, seeing a psychotherapist. So I have learned that through my conversations, that I believe, and one of the things that I want to do at some point in my life is to create some sort of policy or some sort of advocacy that everybody gets a right to see a therapist at least once a year. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I would like to pull it off, okay? Because I know a lot of people don't have the money, so I would like to find some way somehow. But I think if a person doesn't want to go to therapy, it's not necessarily a red flag, because if they could show me, and if they are proven that they are able to work out whatever the things that they need to work out on their own, as long as they're doing work on themselves is what I want to say. As long as you're doing the work on yourself and you don't need therapy, I'm okay with it. But if you mean like you're not in a good space and you can't work on yourself and you don't want to go to therapy, then that's a red flag. Boom. I'm on one today, yo. That was a great explanation, don't you think? People who complain about everything. Is that a red flag? Should that be a red flag? People who complain? Maybe. People who get joy out of others' pain. Well, obviously that's a red flag. Why would you even want to be around people like that? But 100%. Somebody said a bald head and a beard combo. What? Why is that a red flag? Ladies, help me out with that one. Maybe there's something I'm missing here. Inconsistencies between words and actions. Woo! That's a good one, man. Inconsistencies between words and actions should be a huge red flag. And that's definitely something that people overlook. I don't overlook it, but I know a lot of people that do. Yeah, that's a huge red flag. No respect for your parents, 1000%. And you're right. I think we sometimes ignore that, because that will tell you a lot. depending on your relationship, but fine. You know, even if you don't if you don't have the best relationship, you still should always have respect for your parents, 100%. No involvement with their kids. I totally agree. That should be a huge red flag. And I do think a lot of people ignore it because I feel like some parents will justify it like, oh, well, this, or I tried to do this with my kid, but then he didn't listen. Or sometimes when they come from like a divorced household, like, oh, well, my kid did this with the mom and doesn't really talk to me. So, you know, like I don't have any involvement. Like you should always have an involvement in your child's life. And I don't think that a child could do wrong, but I don't think that it should ever be held against them until they're of age. If your child does something to you at 35, for sure, then you can judge. But like, when you were 15 years old, I tried to get you this and you didn't want to do this, and now you're 30 years old and we don't have a relationship. I'm not in your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, somebody said multiple baby mom and baby daddies. I think people take that as a red flag. Somebody says love bombing. What's love bombing? I'm sure you guys will let me know. When they take no interest in your interests, that's a huge red flag that gets ignored. I said that the other day, actually, when I was saying about a girl that I was talking to that I don't talk to anymore, that I don't know if it was for this, but I was trying to explain to her how more meaningful it is when a man takes interest in your interest. And it was a conversation about flowers. You can tell I'm actually bothered by this conversation that I had with this person. But like, how can you tell me that, oh, I really like flowers? And after we had the conversation, she said, yeah, obviously I want both. But if you had to pick one, wouldn't you rather pick somebody that is involved in your interest? Because that actually takes work, or compared to a guy that's like driving home and is like, I'm going to pick you up some flowers. Like, I feel guys that buy girls flowers are the guys that cheat on girls. You know what I'm saying? They got something to hide. Like, I want to give you my time. I want to be interested in the things that you're interested in and help you become a better person. And I think people that don't do that, it's a huge red flag. I don't have time for your interest, but I have time to buy you things. I have time to buy you bracelets. I got time to buy you flowers. I got time to buy you stuff. Nah, man. You take time to be interested in the things that interest me. That's how I know you love me. All right. Another thing, somebody said more than one kid. That's not really fair. All right, let's wrap this up here. A lot of people said this parent thing, and it's another person said something about therapy, mental health. Somebody said deadbeat energy. I mean, that should be obvious, but I do think that maybe some ladies kind of ignore that red flag because, we have no time for deadbeats. We're ambitious over here. Anyways, let me know your answer to this question of the day. What is a red flag? A red flag that you feel like gets overlooking. Is overlooking a word? That gets overlooked is the word. And it's only Thursday. Wait till Friday, yo. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to sports news. All right, I thought this was really cool of Saquan Barkley, running back for the Philadelphia Eagles. He was asked about Taylor Swift being shown on the Jumbotron, and he said, I remember that they showed her, Taylor, on the Jumbotron, and she got booed. I don't get it. She's there supporting her significant other, and she's made the game bigger. Now, listen. I am not a big Taylor Swift fan. I'm not a Swiftie. I think I've maybe heard like 2 Taylor Swift songs in my life. However, I also too never really understood the booing of Taylor Swift. I don't get it. I'll tell you why people were booing her. It's because I can't even tell you why. I just feel like real hardcore NFL fans are very about the football. And I feel like Taylor Swift kind of brought the fluff to it. I don't really know the game, but the answer is what Saquon said. It was she was just there supporting her man. It's not like Taylor Swift, you guys were acting, or the people who didn't like it are acting as if Taylor Swift was using the NFL to help her with her stardom. Why are you here kind of culture vulturing off of the NFL, where it was not at all. She was literally just got into a relationship with Travis Kelce, and she was just going there to support her man. And it's not her fault that the NFL decided to put the camera on her, and it's not her fault that her Swifties started showing up and watching shows and buying Travis Kelce's jersey. It's not her fault. So I don't think that they should boo her, but I know why they did, and it was just more like the more common fans or traditional fans. So anyways, let me know what you guys think about Saquon and Taylor Swift in the comment section below. All right, guys, that brings us to the end of the show. Thank you so much for kicking with me on this Thursday episode. Before I let you guys go, I want to remind you of all the ways to keep up with the Trend Out Loud podcast. For those of you who are used to watching this on YouTube and you're going on a flight or in your car, I just want to let you know, or we want to just let you know that we are always available on all podcast platforms. Just go to your desired site, type in Trend Out Loud, the show will pop up. Don't forget to hit the follow or subscribe button so that you can be notified every time we upload a new show. And yes, just like YouTube, we upload daily. Now, vice versa, for those who are used to listening to the show on podcast platforms, please try to check us out on YouTube. It's my favorite way to watch the show. If you think I'm animated and fun on audio, wait till you see me live and direct on your TV screen or your phone screen or your laptop screen or whatever screen, your desktop, whatever screens are there, your projector, whatever. Yeah, we play videos, you see the pictures, and it's just really a great way to see visually the show. Also too, on YouTube, we are growing an amazing community. We have people from all walks of life, different opinions. We discuss things. We give each other opinions. They drag me sometimes a lot this week, actually, but we love it. And it's a good community. So if you're used to watching us on podcast platforms, please try to come over on YouTube. People ask me all the time, Trent, how do you do a podcast by yourself? I don't do it by myself. I do it with my YouTube community. So please try to check us out over here. Just go over to YouTube, type in Trent Out Loud. The show will pop up. Of course, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Please hit the like button. Please comment. Like I said, it helps join in on the conversation. And please try to share because it helps in growing the channel. For those of you who want to follow me or check me out on social media, it's always the same handle, Trent Out Loud. Thank you so much for kicking it with me. I'm excited for tomorrow because you know what that means. It's Friday. I'll save like the real yelling for Friday. All right, y'all. I'm out of here, man. I'm talking too much. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Have a great day. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Trent Out Loud. Peace.